And we welcome you to the MGM Grand here on the Vegas. Well, they're scheduled to go to full 12 here tonight. Round one now underway. Fires right back at him. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Teddy, most of the fighters that you train throughout your career are guys that could be described as this, guys that really will bring it and are able to do it throughout the whole fight and go the distance. What's the mental makeup of a guy like that?
Confidence. He's been there before. He's sure that he can do it.
Able to dismiss it. Ortiz is getting himself into the mix now, landing that left hand. Comes with the right. Really on the mark with that overhand left. Protecting his head well with his guard. There's a good example of Tim Bradley's jab setting things up. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Here's a moment here as you see the step-back counterpunch where you realize this is the sweet science, not just some raw savagery swinging out there.
Look at the little subtleties here, Joe. What he does is he forces them into a position to stop the punch. And then when he stops, steps back, makes a miss, comes right back.
We count down the final moments of this round. Ortiz's effectiveness really damaged his opponent in that last round. Here we go. Round two is underway. Throws a counter punch there. Now he ties up there. Bradley's punch is far off the target. Tim Bradley rocking the head of his opponent back. Big uppercut right on the mark. Able to block and counter back. Bradley's well off the mark that time. Halfway through round number two. Went to the body there, but unable to connect.
Come on.
Bradley's blocking ability is doing well for him there. Good return fire that time. Ortiz is almost looking foolish that time he missed so badly.
In and out, in and out.
Good job staying away from the danger there. Good accurate work there after blocking that blow. And round number three is underway. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. He got hit, but he sends it right back. Tim Bradley's banged by a big uppercut. He is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor. Teddy, he may go down just by stumbling the way he's bumbling around this ring.
Well, he's got to stop moving. Actually, you never want to fight on the ropes. This is one time he probably needs to be on the ropes just to steady him and then move his head a little bit. That might be his only shot.
Bradley's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. Back and forth they go, each man getting the best of it. Coming to the halfway point of this third round. Flush right hand to the head. Accurate with the straight left. Showing you some defense there with the block. And now he's acting like a fighter. Coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Tim Bradley's proving to be elusive. Ortiz's left working well that time. Last 10 seconds of round number 3. Tim Bradley's coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. And that's the end of round 3. Bradley's ahead on Teddy's scorecard as we take a peek at those scores for the first time here today. Round number 4 just underway. After 3 rounds, he finds himself up just a round, but nothing really to pull away early on. Ortiz is showing that he's got some defense of his own. He got away from that punch.
Come on, keep focused.
Right on the mark with the hook up top. Ortiz is in there clinching more now, it seems, Teddy. Is it me, or do you think he's clinching more after being hurt early?
Well, I think I'm watching a movie where, you know, in those prison of war movies where they give you sodium pentothal. I think that's what the truth serum was called. And he's telling me the truth right now. Yeah, he is clinching more. He's not right.
Tim Bradley's work in training camp is now paying off. Do you see the accuracy and the effectiveness with that combination? 90 seconds to go in round number 4. Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut. Good step back, counter punch there.
Beautiful.
That's it, just like that, just like that.
He falls victim to that big hook.
Shake it off, champ. Come on now, let's go. Shake that off.
Ortiz has done a good job there offensively scoring with that left hand. Left to the body. Very nice work to the head. The right hand landed. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot, and then comes back with an uppercut. Ortiz's last round, to me, Teddy, completely ineffective. His accuracy way off the mark, throwing punches, but lost the round.
Joe, talking about being off the mark, if you're traveling outside and you're lost, you need a map to find your way. He needs a map right now to find his way. He needs some direction.
Well, his opponent is opening up and coming forward, so I would think there are some opportunities that exist.
Yeah, I think some counterpunching opportunities. Opportunities not on the front end, but on the back end.
Missed the body shot.
Nice work, nice work, nice work. Come on now, keep your feet moving. Come on now.
And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round.
Jab, jab, jab.
Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Bradley's just punching air that time. His opponent was able to get out of the way. hook up top, and it does damage. On the mark with the overhand right. And that's the end of round 5. Bradley's corner has to keep him calm. That's the kind of cut that can send a fighter into fits.
Yeah, and a corner man into using crazy glue instead of adrenaline. I mean, that is a scary cut, as you just said.
Ortiz is showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch. Not able to land the headshot.
Come up! Come up!
Good looking right hand after he got hit. Halfway through this round, took a shot, now he gives a left. Ortiz is making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. And now that backhand, the straight left hand, scores well for him. Ortiz is able to avoid that punch.
Watch that!
He comes back with the left hand again. Needs to improve that accuracy, missed with the headshot. Working our way towards the bell, last 10 seconds of the 6th. So we've come to the halfway point of what has been a very highly competitive bout. And Teddy, if it stays that way throughout this night, then this is going to be an all-time classic. Good job protecting himself. Ortiz is in a good rhythm defensively here. Teddy, what is that, a credit to his ability to anticipate?
You know, also, it's the teaching. Let's give the trainers credit. Of course, let's give his background of the amateurs credit, but he learns how to get away from punches. This is technique that was taught to him.
So swiftly able to turn defense into offense. Nice counter punch.
And what you're noticing here is his opponent is starting to be a little wary of letting his jab go, because every time he jabs, he gets caught.
Not hitting his mark there, going upstairs. At the halfway point of round 7. Ortiz is going to think about the next time he throws a punch, because he just got hit by a good solid counter.
Stay away from the, come on!
Bradley's punch didn't come close.
Left and right, left and right. Come on, baby.
Ortiz is missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found. Boy, some of the old school guys would really appreciate this, wouldn't they, Teddy? Just great upper body movement, so elusive up top.
Yeah, this is an example like they used to say in the old days. He stands right in front of you and you can't hit him in the backside with a handful of buckshot.
You know, they call them the championship rounds for a reason, and we're not quite there yet. Just about halfway through this fight. Here, round number 8 underway, and he's up on your scorecard, Teddy, but the toughest test is yet to come.
Yeah, it's kind of like a doctor. You know, he's been working the rounds all day long, but now it becomes the night time. You know, the emergency cases are going to come in and stuff. Can he keep that concentration? Can he take care of the patients at the same level he did earlier in the day?
You're not focusing. You're not focusing.
Well, you could see what he wanted to do there, but unable to land that body shot. Here's one for you now, he says, right back with the left hand. Ortiz has got a little something coming back at him. A counter punch scored.
Unload.
Scored well with the hook after blocking that shot.
Keep fighting, baby.
The halfway point of round number 8.
Focus. Focus. Head movement.
Bradley's movement helped out there. He avoided that
Still
punch.
not moving. You gotta protect yourself. Pace yourself. Pace yourself. You're doing good.
Ortiz has got a way of just getting away from that punch. Bradley's giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away. Good fundamental work, landing the 1-2 there. Bradley's making up some ground now. I mean, what we just saw out of that last round, I think it closed the gap. He's losing on the scorecards, but I think he closed the gap a bit.
Yeah, it's a good start for him. You know, one thing is you know that he understands. A lot of times the fight ends and a guy puts his hands up and you say, what is he putting his hands up for? And he thinks he won the fight because he wasn't being honest with himself. He's being honest with himself. He knows where he's at.
Ortiz is throwing a lot of punches right here, but not a lot of them are landing.
And that can be very discouraging to the guy who's throwing them because he's working, but he's starting to get a little frustrated, a little concerned that he's not doing damage, as you said.
Bradley's showing you that sublime skill right now with that 2-punch combo. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores.
Come on now, protect yourself. Come on.
You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Very accurate work with the hook there after fine defense. He just missed that shot up top. Bradley's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. Ortiz's opponent knows exactly what the game plan can be now. That counter punch landed with some success. Targets the hook after blocking that shot.
Move your head, move your head.
Last 10 seconds of the 9th round. And that's the end of round 9. Bradley, well, he's back in the corner, which is critical in terms of trying to stop the bleeding on that cut. But it's also critical because they need to put forth a new defensive game plan.
Yeah, they have to make sure that they buy some time here and start moving their head, using their legs, tying up a little bit, doing anything to kill the clock.
Did you see that? He goes up top and gets to him, hammering the head. Now up he gets.
And if he wants to stay up, he's going to have to grab on, kill a little time.
Scored well with that straight left. Ortiz's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch.
Around the ring, baby.
He's in bad shape. Maybe a punch or two more, and he's on the canvas. Teddy, what does he need to think about now?
Well, one of the things that he can't think about, he'd love to run away. He'd love to get away from what's hurting him. His legs are not solid enough, so he's going to have to find a way to tie up.
Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. Blocks it away. Good flush, straight left hand. Bradley swinging and missing like he's at bat right there. That punch was nowhere near his opponent. Oh, what kind of punching is this? I mean, he's got nothing on these shots. He's so hurt.
You know, his natural instinct is to attack back. Right now, he's got to fight against that natural instinct. Right now, teaching has to come in. You know, instructions from the past where he just covers up and he survives.
Round number 11 here, and I'm looking at your scorecard. Bradley's hope for winning this fight not yet cemented. He still has a lot of work to do.
No, that cement takes time to settle. You know, it takes time to set. And you can still move things around while it's still soft. It's up to his opponent. Does he want to move things around? How much does he want this?
Ortiz is showing us that he is willing to stick with the game plan. But Teddy, that game plan saw him knocked down earlier in this fight. What would you be telling him?
You know, in some ways, I tell him good because you have to go with what you have. You know, you can't completely change. That's not possible in the course of the fight. You are who you are. So it's not the game plan necessarily, Joe, or the style that's wrong. It's the execution of the game plan. That has to be done better.
Teddy, I'm starting to wonder, what is the answer for this guy? Can he do anything else with this? Tim Bradley's clearly affected by that. Ortiz is proving to be elusive. He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange. He took a go of it to the body, but came up empty. Last 10 seconds of this 11th round. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. What a good war this has been. What a good, solid fight it's been. The kind of fight that tells me somebody wants to get rid of the other guy.
It almost looks like they made a deal where neither one could win by decision, where if they didn't win by knockout, it doesn't count.
Ortiz is tagged by a hook. Not able to land the uppercut. Some fine fundamentals, good counterpunch.
Nice mousetrap there, he let him in beautifully. He didn't use G's, he used distance.
Bradley's doing exactly what he told us he would do. Now, he was stunned earlier in this fight, but he's sticking to that game plan.
You know, I like that. You know, I want to see how a guy behaves under pressure. He hasn't panicked, you know. He still believes in his identity, believes in his talents, his abilities, and he's going to stay that way unless the guy convinces him later on.
Good looking counterpunch. Halfway through this 12th and final round. Last dance, last chance. Last minute of the last round. You see him holding on. Unable to score with the uppercut that time. A little defense turns into offense. He blocks the shot, comes right back with one of his own.
Hey, come on, keep your hands up. Move. Yeah, you got it. That's it.
Last 10 seconds of the fight. Final bell of a close fight. Teddy, sometimes there's close fights that are actually easy to score. This wasn't one of them.
So you can make arguments for both guys almost every round.
Desert Storm Bradley.
Bradley's dominating performance gets the payoff with the decision. A unanimous decision. Teddy, your scorecard reflects that as well.
It was a